Port Blair, question number 2 to you. I hope you get this right. Question number 2 appearing on the screen now. We will see the visuals of the obverse side of some coins from a particular country, where the currency unit is also known as the rupee. All that you have to do is tell me which country it is. The coinage belongs to which country. I'll give you some additional clues. This holds the unique distinction of having not only the highest human development index in the entire African continent, but it also has the highest income inequality as measured by the Gini index. Can we now have a look at the visual, please? Here is the visual of the tiny nation.
Mauritius.
Mauritius, I must say, is a good guess, not the right answer though. Moving on, team number 3 to DPS Ranchi.
Seychelles.
Ladies and gentlemen, if I may tell you very early into the quiz, this quiz is going to be a cracker. They're absolutely right. Wonderful 10 points. Seychelles is an awesome answer. 10 points for your effort, DPS Ranchi. Very, very good answering. Team number 3, next question on coins and currency is your direct. Question number 3 coming up on the screen now. Which Asian country came up with a $1,000 banknote which has the entire lyric of its national anthem micro-texted on the back of each banknote? Number 3.
Singapore.
They think the answer to this question is Singapore. A $1,000 banknote, Asian country. They have worked it out wonderfully well. Full 10 points to DPS Ranchi once again. Singapore, it is very, very good answer. Next direct question, the last question of round number 1, coming up for team number 4, all the way from Guwahati. A branch of the British Mint was established in Bombay, now Mumbai of course, in 1918, when the demand for this particular thing was particularly high. Now the Bombay Mint only produced this for 1 year and all were dated with the year 1918. The ones made from the Bombay Mint was distinguished by the inscription alphabet I, which stood for India. My question to you teams is, and particularly to team number 4, is what did this mint produce? I'm looking for a certain keyword which denotes the particular coinage produced from this mint.
So is it the first 1 rupee in currency produced, 1 rupee coin?
No, you're wrong. Moving on, team number 1.
Is it the coins needed to repay the American debt, the loans taken by...
Not really. I'm looking for a certain keyword which signifies this particular coin. Number 2 from Port Blair.
Osmanian Sikka.
The Osmania Sikka, made only for 1 year? No, incorrect.
Sovereign.
The sovereign? You think the answer to this is the sovereign. And didn't I say this quiz is going to be an absolute cracker? They're right once again. DPS Ranchi, wonderful answering once again. Gold sovereigns, cracker coming one after the other. 10 full points for DPS Ranchi. So we have wonderful answering in this round, and with that answer we come to the conclusion of round number 1. We'll slip into a very, very short break. Please do join us back because this quiz is getting really, really exciting. Welcome back after the break. Still lots of quizzing to be done. Very quickly, we'll move into the second round. And the second round of the quiz is called Bank on Us, which essentially means this is a round which has everything to do with the world of banking. Again, same rules, 10 points apiece if you get it right. If you don't get it right, we move on to your neighboring team. No negatives at all. First question of round number 2 is a direct one for team number 1. Based in Basel, Switzerland, which representative office in Hong Kong and Mexico City, it is an international organization of central banks which fosters international monetary and financial cooperation and also serves as a bank for the central banks of other countries. You have to give me the name of this organization. Team 1, it's a direct question for you.
World Bank.
You think it's the World Bank? I'm afraid incorrect. Moving on, Port Blair, आपका जवाब?
International Monetary Fund.
International Monetary Fund. Team 1 ने बताया World Bank, तो आपने बताया International Monetary Fund. I'm afraid दोनों जवाब गलत है. Moving on to Ranchi.
G20.
G20 is a grouping. Yes. Moving on, Team 4.
I think it's Bank of International Settlements, BIS.
You think BIS.
Basel,
And
Switzerland.
they are right. 10 points. 10 points. They are right. The Bank for International Settlements, or BIS. That gives the team from Guwahati 10 points and a very, very good answer indeed. Next question of this round. अगला सवाल इस राउंड का जाता है टीम पोर्ट ब्लेयर के लिए और आपका सवाल ये रहा आपके स्क्रीन पे. आपको बताना है एक सेंट्रल बैंक का नाम who has the largest currency reserve. Mind you, I'm not looking for the name of the country only, but the name of the bank.
It's Federal Reserve System.
Federal Reserve System. They have lots and lots of money, but not the largest one. Moving on, DPS, Ranchi.
RBI.
And they say RBI, or the Reserve Bank of India. Well, they too have lots and lots of money, but not the right answer. Moving on, Guwahati.
Central Bank. Bank BNP Paribas. Bank
BNP Paribas is what you mean. BNP Paribas is not a central bank. Moving on, team number 1.
Bank of England.
The Bank of England. Afraid none of the teams could answer this question. The central bank which has the largest reserve of currency in the entire world is the People's Bank of China. All the teams here could not answer this, but nevertheless, I hope the next question would be easier for you to answer. With that, we move on to the next question, question number 3 of this round, which is a direct for DPS Ranchi. In the year 1993, Government of India merged 2 banks, namely the New Bank of India with the Punjab National Bank. With this merger, something unique in the Indian banking industry happened for the first time. आपका सवाल DPS रांची ये है कि ये merger unique क्यों था, which makes it a part of our Indian banking history.
Because after this merger, all the banks were nationalized.
1993 is what I've said. Banks were nationalized much earlier than 1993. The first nationalization is what I'm talking about. No, incorrect.
Sir, the first time 2 nationalized banks were merged together.
Oh my God. You think this was the first instance where the merger was between 2 nationalized banks?
Punjab National and this one. So
They know the history, the geography, and the literature of the finance world. Well done, 10 points once again. I'm loving this. I'm absolutely loving this. What an awesome answer question is for you. The first entirely Indian joint stock bank was established in Faizabad, but unfortunately it failed in 1958. Teams, all that you have to do is tell me the name of this failed bank.
I think so it's Outh Commercial Bank. Outh Commercial
They
Bank.
think it's Outh Commercial Bank. Ladies and gentlemen, all those who have joined us and watching our telecast beaming from the Doordarshan studios, trust you me, when I framed this question, I never knew this question would be answered so easily. Awesome team, awesome answering. They're right once again. What an answer. The Out Commercial Bank, and they know of this bank. Wonderful, wonderful quizzing. So pleased with that effort. Well done, Guwahati. Come to the close of the second round as well, and without wasting any more time, let's zoom in to our third round. Tradeonomics, which in effect means this round is going to be about trade, commerce, and questions on economics. Once again, all the best to all the four teams, but to Kolkata and to Port Blair, the other two teams to the left of the stage, they are wonderful. So pull up your socks and answer well. First direct question to the Kolkata team coming on your screen now. A name given to a particular trading in stock market which goes on for an hour or so on the auspicious occasion of Diwali. ये जो ट्रेडिंग सेशन होता है वो दिवाली के दिन होता है. आपको बताना है इस ट्रेडिंग सेशन का क्या नाम है. टीम नंबर 1.
Deepavali Sweets Fund.
Good thinking, but incorrect. Can't give you any points on that. There is a specific name given to this form of trading. Moving on. Team number 2. Can't give you that much time. Moving on to team 3.
Muhura trading.
They say the answer to this question is Muhurat trading. And there is absolutely no bad Muhurat for giving a right answer. Well done once again. 10 points to DPS Ranchi this time. And it's heating up. This quiz is getting really, really exciting. Team 3 and Team 4 vying for the top spot. But Team 1 and Team 2, they are also in the race. As I said, long way to go. We have lots of questions remaining. So once again, my best wishes to all the 4 teams. With that, we go to the next question of this round. The team from Port Blair. This is your question on the screen now. Which company houses Asia's largest mango orchard and even exports the Kesari mangoes to Harrods, London? Team number 2.
Is it Malda's mango exporters?
Is it Malda's mango exporters? Malda is, of course, well known for exporting mangoes, not only export, but also for domestic consumption. But I'm afraid that's not the right answer. Have to move to team number 3.
Pass.
Team 4.
Sir, is it Parle?
Is it Parle? And ladies and gentlemen, for the first time, they are wrong. Moving on, team number 1.
Tropicana.
Tropicana, I'm afraid, is the wrong answer. That's not the name of the business house. Unfortunately, nobody answering this question correctly. The answer to this question is Reliance Industries. And their Jamnagar refinery holds India's and in fact Asia's biggest mango orchard. Too bad teams on stage couldn't answer that easy one. Nevertheless, next direct question, question number 3 for DPS Ranchi. Here we go. Also known as the Southern Silk Road, this ancient trade route was more popularly named after the 2 most common items that was traded between China and Tibet. A practice dating back to at least the Song dynasty. What is the popular name of this particular road? इस रोड का पॉपुलर नाम क्या है ये आपको बताना है DPS Ranchi.
Bank Road.
The Bank Road. Incorrect. Bank Road, 2 most traded commodities. Incorrect. Team 4,
Spice and silk route.
the spice and silk route. Innovative thinking, good thinking, but I'm afraid that's not the right answer. Moving on to team number 1.
The Zozila Pass.
The Zozila Pass. No, it's not the Zozila Pass. Team 2, Port Blair.
The Brahmaputra River.
The Brahmaputra River was the road. I'm afraid that's not the right answer either. The answer to this question was the tea horse road. Those were the two commodities, tea and horse, which was exchanged. So the road was in fact called the tea horse road. Team number 4, last question of this round is a direct one for you, and this is your question on the screen. Shown below is the standard sign of what type of trade? My question is, people belonging to which particular trade would use this insignia?
Is it pawnbrokers? Means this is called pawnbrokers symbol.
Is it pawnbrokers? And then you go on to explain the concept. And you are once again absolutely right. This is indeed the pawnbrokers and pawnbroking. If you go to a pawnbroker's house, outside his house, you will find this traditional insignia. Very, very well answered, team number 4. That gives you 10 points. So, ladies and gentlemen, you can see the excitement of this quiz is only going to get better. We are done with the first 3 rounds, so we'll slip into a very short break. Please join us after these very, very short messages.